Welcome to GOliveTV, the future in your hands. The only multicultural IPTV station that brings communities together. Over 2.7 million people have already watched. GOliveTV, anytime, anywhere.
یک روز با شیدایی در زلف تو آویزم در زلف تو آویزم زند لب شیرینت صد شور و برانگیزم زند لب شیرینت صد شور و برانگیزم یک روز با شیدایی در زلف تو آویزم در زلف تو آویزم زند لب شیرینت صد شور برانگیزم زند لب شیرینت صد شور برانگیزم گر قصد جفا داری اینک من و اینک سر ور راه وفا داری جان در قدمت ریزم ور راه وفا داری جان در قدمت بریزم یک روز با شیدایی در زلف تو آویزم در زلف تو آویزم زند لب شیرینت صد شور و برانگیزم زند لب شیرینت صد شور و برانگیزم بس تو با و پرهیزم کز عشق تو باطل شد کز عشق تو باطل شد من بعد و بدان شرطم کز تو با بپرهیزم من بعد و بدان شرطم کز تو با بپرهیزم سیم دل مسکینم در خاک درت گم شد در خاک درت گم شد خاک سر هر کوی بیفایده میبیزم خاک سر هر کوی بیفایده میبیزم گر بی تو بود جنت بر کنگر ننشینم ور با تو بود دوزخ در سلسله آویزم ور با تو بود دوزخ در سلسله بیاویزم یک روز بشیدایی یک روز بشیدایی در زلف تو آویزم در زلف تو آویزم زاندو لب شیرینت صد شور برانگیزم زاندو لب شیرینت صد شور برانگیزم
Hello everyone, I encourage you to purchase an apartment with Camille.ca Prodigy Holiday. Your family is safe with your invested capital, enjoying peace on the wonderful beach of Armação de Pera, Algarve. Health in the magnificent Algarve climate, your tranquility and security is in the quality of our services. We have properties for apartments available at record low prices. For more information, please call Fernando Martins at 416-258-8104 or visit our website at www.camille.ca.
سلام و دوباره خوش آمدید به برنامه هاوس ادوایزر. دوستای محترم، برنامه هاوس ادوایزر روز شنبه یک شنبه به ساعت 2 بعد از ظهر از تورنتوی کانادا پخش میشه و این برنامه یک برنامه معلوماتی اجتماعی اقتصادی می باشه که از چنل GOliveTV نشر میشه. شما میتونید که با آسانی برنامه را از خود یوتیوب GOliveTV رفته تماشا کنید یا در فیسبوک هاوس ادوایزرز و همچنان تمام شبکه‌های اجتماعی GOliveTV از قبیل یوتیوب، اینستاگرام و فیسبوک. Good afternoon, dear friends. You're watching House Advisors. Welcome to yet another show. We have an excellent and exciting show for you today. We'll be discussing a range of topics that will be very interested in your economic and financial life. House Advisors is a program which brings to you informative sessions about important aspects that are impacting your personal finance and your family's personal finance life. Today we have an exciting show. We do not have a guest because of the season. Many of our guests they booked off and they could not attend. But nevertheless, we're going to bring you expert advice on some very important and also crucial information about mortgages. House Advisors is a place where you connect with the experts from different industries, such as real estate, mortgage, legal advice, and also home renovation. It's a hub, digital hub. It's a marketing platform where you create your profile and you promote your business with ease, comfort, and economically in a very cost-effective manner. What we have for you is a simple platform, www.houseadvisors.ca. You can read the link on the screen below, and you can connect with us on House Advisors also through our social channels. The good thing about House Advisors is that not only do you get the marketing platform, which is robust in terms of all the integration with the Google and all the other search engines, but also you're getting a platform such as TV exposure, which is priceless. We want to make sure that in this day and age, you're covered 100%, and all the up-to-date marketing methodologies are used to promote, propagate your message, and also to give you an excellent rate of return on your investment. We have been receiving a lot of calls and a lot of emails in terms of how can we get started and where can we go and how can we get involved in the TV program? Well, the simple way to do it is just go ahead and get your profile at www.houseadvisors.ca. Over there, we have 3 options. You can choose whichever is best for you and engage with us and join up. It's really, the cost is not an issue, but the implication of it long term in terms of your marketing, it's huge. It's some of the guests that have already come here, they're using this platform to launch their own branch of marketing and propagate their message and reinforce their message. One thing about marketing I can say is that it's not a one-time thing. If you want to be a good marketer, you got to practice good practices, and you got to expand your customer network base. And that is the opportunity that houseadvisors.ca brings to you. I mean, in this day and age, if you think about the cost of it, which is everybody is price conscious, and I agree with that. That's a great place to be. But as a business person, business owner, and an entrepreneur, you know that it's not a one-time thing. You gotta sustain the message, and you gotta be able to do it effectively, efficiently, with professionalism. And that is what we do here at House Advisors. We want to bring in the experts to give the public the information that they deserve so they can make the right form of decision. House Advisors is the place to be, and House Advisors is the place that you can connect, expand your network. And there's a saying that if you expand your network, you will network with automatically expand. So this is a platform that is inclusive. Everybody can join in. Go ahead and get your profile. If you haven't gotten yet, check it out, www.houseadvisor.ca. The good thing is that it's free for 7 days. If you don't like it, cancel anytime. No cost, no obligation. Sounds good, right? Well, go ahead and check it out. To even make the deal even more sweeter, we have a limited time promotion that we are running right now. For anybody who want to join between now and end of the year, we have a promo code that is called FREEDOM, capital letters. Go ahead and get your promotion code, type it in while you're launching your, or starting your profile, and type in the word FREEDOM, all capital. Why freedom? Because we want you to be free to engage with us. We want you free to promote your business. And your business is an extension of your identity. How you promote your business and who you associate with speaks volumes about your tenacity and your courage and also your vision, foresight in this day and age. Right now, I can understand that a lot of people are kind of like apprehensive about not getting involved in marketing. And I say this is the exact time that you have to supercharge your marketing, expand your platform. And I already want to congratulate the people who have already joined us and have taken this initiative to expand their market base, to serve their communities, to deliver great services, and to network with a great bunch of qualified and really ethical professions. In this House Advisor platform, who can join? Almost anybody can join. We have several ways you can join. Like I said, you can go and get your profile. If you're a business that is not related to homes and renovations and mortgages and all these things, then you can actually buy banner ads. Our technical team will be putting in banner ads on our site to showcase your business. So you could be any other business that's or any other service provider that is providing anything in healthcare, or be it suppliers of building materials, or financiers, financial planners, insurance folks. You can actually get banner ads. We have very affordable ways that you can get involved and invest in your business and sustain your message. Sustainability in market is really expensive. And based on our research that we have been looking at Harvard University's School of Business, at any moment in time, there are 3% of people that are actually ready, willing, and able to buy any product. You name it. You want a car tire, you want to purchase a car, you want to purchase a home, you want to get a mortgage. Any range of services or any range of products that you can think about or conceive in your mind, there is actually 3% of people that are ready, willing, and able to engage and make that purchase. Now, our job and your job as a marketer is to make sure that you shorten your sales cycle and be in front of those people that are actually qualified and are ready to make the move. So, depending on your industry, I don't know what industry you're in, your sales cycle could be anywhere from 3 months to 6 months to 9 months. And if you stop marketing right now, thinking that because of this pandemic, I'm going to just be a little bit apprehensive and take it back a little bit, if your sales cycle is 9 months and you haven't done any marketing right now, you're not going to get the fruits of your labor in 9 months. So I would say this is the exact best time that you as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, have the opportunity to start marketing with a very, very effective cost plan we have for you. The cost is not an issue. I mean, if you're a business person, you can go and do the math. I'm not gonna give you the price online here, but you can go check it out. And if you can calculate the rate of return on investment and find out what you get in return, I think the sales is going to be done by itself, and actually the onus is going to be on you to refuse that opportunity. So with that said, I would like to invite everybody to engage with House Advisors in this day and age where we need our community, we need everybody to be connected, to be strong, and to weather this storm. That is my message to you from House Advisors. And being the season that is right now, the season of hope and the season of celebration, we would like to actually wish each and every one of you Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and whatever celebration that you celebrate. We want the best for you and your family, the joys of the season, and Merry Christmas to everybody. And today we have a special show for you. Now that I've done the marketing plug for you, we have a special show. In this, we're going to talk about money, because that's a centrifugal force in every economy and every person's life. And if you get nothing from this show, even by not even engaging with us, if you get the information that we give to you, and you use it, even 5% of it, I think we have added value to your life, and you can benefit from that information. So we are glad that you joined us. And also, on that note, I would like to thank everybody that has been sending emails and give us ideas and topics and how we can make the show even better. And some of you have given us a word of encouragement that how good the show is. Well, we don't want to be really complacent about that. We thank every and each person that's sending us an email and giving us an indication as to exactly which direction they want the show to be. And most of you have the consensus that the show is going in the right direction, and we are glad that you have that opinion, and we look forward to serving you and delivering more and more informative sessions for you to enjoy and reap the rewards of. Today we have, like I said, we have a great information session about mortgages and how in this day, right now, in this market, how the interest rate differential may impact you and your family. That is a key thing that is happening. If you look at 9 months ago or even 1 year, the rates of interest have been different. Different rate of interest, that means different mortgage payment for everybody. So therefore, if somebody signed a contract a while back, and they may notice that the interest rate has gone down, how can they benefit from that? Or how can they calculate to see what are the costs and costs of the opportunity for them to disengage from that contract and engage into a new contract? So with that said, I'm going to introduce to you 2 videos, short clips, and then we're going to come back and talk about the mortgage interest rate differential. Thank you so much, and stay tuned. We'll be coming back to discuss those videos.
How much does it cost to break a mortgage? When it comes to breaking a mortgage, here are 2 main formulas you may want to be aware of: the 3 months interest formula and the interest rate differential formula, or IRD. Let's assume you have $500,000 remaining on your mortgage and you have 3 years left on what was originally a 5-year term. The specific formulas can vary by lender, so it's important to call your lender and simply ask if there is a penalty, and if there is, exactly how much it is. But let's see how these estimated penalties might be calculated. If you have a closed variable rate mortgage, it's relatively simple. Your penalty might be 3 months interest. Let's assume your current variable rate is 2%. You take the remaining mortgage balance amount, $500,000, multiply that by your current interest rate of 2% per year, and then divide that by 4 to get the interest estimate for 1 quarter of the year, in other words, 3 months. In this case, the penalty is estimated to be $2,500. Now, suppose you have a closed fixed-rate mortgage. The penalty may be the greater of 3 months interest or the interest rate differential amount. Let's see how to estimate the interest rate differential amount. First, start with your current interest rate, which may be 3.39%. Now you have to find the interest rate available for a mortgage term from now until your term is up. Since there is 3 years left in your 5-year term, that means you have to look up the current rate for a 3-year closed fixed rate mortgage. Right now, that might be 2.05%. Subtract this amount from your current interest rate to get 1.34%. Now we take this differential and divide by 12, then multiply by the number of months remaining, which is 36, and then multiply by $500,000 of the mortgage balance remaining. That equals $20,100. Some lenders factor in the discount you received off posted rates initially, and this can affect your penalty greatly. If you originally received a 1% discount off posted rates, they may apply that same discount off the 3-year rate used in the calculation, which was 2.05%, but would now be 1.05%. If we subtract 1.05% from 3.39%, we get a bigger spread of 2.34%. Plugging that into the formula, we would get a penalty of $35,100. As you can see, depending on your contract, penalties for prepaying or breaking a mortgage can vary wildly. Make sure you contact your lender or mortgage advisor to get your personal estimate so you aren't left with a big surprise.
For this video, we want to answer the question, how can I avoid big bank mortgage penalties? So, let's compare the penalty formula of the big 5 banks versus monoline lenders. Now, these calculations are estimated numbers and penalties may vary from lender to lender. Let's use our real-to-life example. Here's Jesse's story. As a first-time buyer, Jesse was very excited about a fabulous big bank employee pricing mortgage tied to a 5-year fixed rate that offered a 2% discount. Since the bank's posted rate was 4.64%, a 2.64% mortgage rate made Jesse very happy initially. The bank failed to mention the penalties involved in breaking a fixed-rate mortgage, which can happen by simply selling her first home. Since we know that in Canada, the average life of a mortgage is 3 years, Jesse's story is very common. Jessie learned the hard way that her penalty to get out of a 5-year fixed-rate mortgage is significantly larger than the simple 3 months penalty her bank rep told her she would most likely pay. Now, Jessie wants to know, how do you calculate the penalty? Big bank answer. Anytime you break your mortgage contract with any lender that is a fixed rate, you will be subject to either a 3-month interest penalty or IRD, whichever is higher. What is IRD, or interest rate differential? Well, in simple terms, it is the difference in the rate between your contract rate and the rate of the term you have left over at the time of discharging your mortgage. Bottom line, with the big bank, Jessie had to pay the interest differential. The details Jessie wishes she knew at the beginning of her story. On $400,000 with 2% discount from the posted rate, her balance is now $364,653. Since Jessie has 2 years left on her term, the bank will calculate the rate of return on the current posted 2-year rate of 2.84%. Now, the bank will take the 2% discount, which previously made Jessie happy, off the posted rate of 2.84% equals 0.84%, and subtracts that from her contract rate of 2.64% equals 1.8%. This is how the big bank will calculate the penalty. $364,653 times 1.8% times 2 years remaining in the term equal $13,127.50. That's a big penalty. The big bank will also give Jessie options of blending or extending the mortgage. However, the rate will get blended with the penalty, another hidden cost. Now, let's turn the story into a happy ending. If Jessie spoke with a mortgage broker and used a monoline lender, her penalty would have been only $2,918.97. That's a savings of over $10,000. Jessie would have originally received a 2.69% mortgage rate. Her outstanding balance after 3 years would be slightly higher at $364,871. The best 2-year rate at the monoline lender would be 2.29%. The penalty would also be either 3 months or IRD. 2.69% minus 2.29% equals 0.4% times 364,871 equals $1,459.48 times 2 equals $2,918.97. It pays to know all the facts the banks don't tell you. YourMortgageYourWay.ca is dedicated to providing you with all the information you need to make a well-informed decision on your mortgage financing.
Thank you for watching this week's Mortgage Minute. For more information, visit our website at YourMortgageYourWay.ca, where you can find links to all our social media. Sign up to our blog, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, or subscribe to this YouTube channel to get helpful advice on what's important to you and your family's financial health.
Welcome back, friends. You're watching House Advisors, and we were just reviewing a video from one of our affiliates about mortgage penalties and how they differ. And without going too much into detail of it, because I think the video did a great job, I just want to give you a super high-level overview of what exactly it entails when you break up a mortgage. So we start from the basic. Mortgage is basically a contract between you and the lender. And whenever the lender is signing that contract with you, they have the assumption and the legal rights to the interest that they're owed. And for example, if they're signing for 5 years, you're expected to make that interest and principal payment for 5 years, and they're projecting their income based on that interest. Every time that we break that contract is subject to penalties, and the penalties are calculated in 2 ways. Number one is a 3 months interest penalty. So that means the portion of your mortgage, let's say if it's $1,000, the interest portion times 3, you'll pay $3,000, and you go your way happily ever after, and the bank will just cancel the contract, and you probably will get a new mortgage at a new rate. Or suppose you are in a position where the mortgage that you're about to break has got a higher rate. So for example, let's say in the prior to the pandemic, the rates might have been 4 or 5%, 4.5%, but now it's about 1.2 or 1.3 or 1.5. And let's say at the time that you got the mortgage the first time, you got a discount on the rate. So the bank will recap all those interest discounts, and they will charge you based on the difference on the interest. So for example, if the bank gave me $100,000 and expected that the bank would make at least $125,000 in 5 years. I'm just giving simple numbers for mathematical purposes. So at the 5 years, if they were making $25,000 off of me, now 1 year into it, I'm canceling this contract. The bank says, wait a minute, we give you a good rate, we give you a discount, and we're losing money on this contract. So they have the legal right to exercise that option, and most banks will do. Why we share this video at this time in our program is because it's the end of the year, and we have been through 9 months of pandemic and rate fluctuation and all sort of monetary and fiscal policy changes that has happened. So it is important to think about what is the rate right now and how you can move forward if you want to renegotiate your mortgage. Anytime you break a mortgage prior to its term, you're subject to either one of these penalties, so the 3 months interest or IRD, interest rate differential. That could translate into thousands of dollars. Sometimes you could see a mortgage penalty as much as 30, 40, 50,000, depending on the size of your mortgage. It's interesting to see that people are drawn to the fact that, okay, I'm going to be saving X amount of dollar from my mortgage if I get the new rate of 1.5 or 1.4 right now. But if you do the average cost of it and take the penalty and then make the mathematical calculation to see if you're actually, on long term, if you're actually saving money. Sometimes if it's a 1 year or 6 months or 2 years, it's better to stay with that lender, and after that you can renegotiate with a new lender. It's important to be also aware of types of mortgages in terms of their interest rate. So you could have one which is variable or one which is fixed. Usually with the fixed one, you're subject to this kind of penalty. Now, since we're on the topic of mortgages and home ownership, it is also important to realize it's not just good economic prudence to have a mortgage and pay it down and increase your net worth. It is also equally important to protect your investment. And a lot of time when you go to a mortgage broker or to a bank, they will just kind of like give you not a good explanation of the mortgage protection that you need should something happen to you or to your loved ones who are on the title or on the mortgage. So mortgage protection is something that is usually signed off by the mortgage broker or the bank. They just they make their due diligence legally to explain to you that, okay, we have explained to you that you need mortgage protection, and you have at this point waived it. And the reason most people waive is because of the monthly payments of why they want to waive their mortgage insurance. Sometimes even they're encouraged by their lender to go shop for mortgage protection insurance someplace else. So before I go into that topic, I just want to recap what we have discussed today. Mortgage rate differential, interest rate differential, IRD. So every time you're about to break a mortgage, make sure you talk to your lender, because a lot of time when you sign the contract, you're not reading all the fine detail and fine prints. Within that fine prints, it is depicted that you will be subject to a penalty should you break that mortgage prematurely. It is important to look at those figures, look at those numbers, and make a comparison and analysis to see if it is making sense or not. دوستای گرامی، ما راجع به مورگیج و تخطی یا شکست قرارداد مورگیج صحبت میکنیم، چون وقتی که نگاه میکنیم 9 ماه و 10 ماه پیش بهره بانکی، نرخ بهره بانکی بلندتر بود از چیزی که هست امروز و بسیاری از عزیزا ایمیل کرده بودن که ما بانک رفتیم و بانک گفته که اینقدر پیسه بر ما حساب پنالتی بتین. من میخواستم روشن بسازم، گرچه من مورگیج بروکر نیستم، منتها معلومات را که داریم ما به شما به شکل سابجکتیو یا انفسی براتون میتیم. شما باز میتونین امروز مورگیج بروکرتون و یا بانکتون صحبت کنین و همچنان میتونین در www.houseadvisors.ca برین و اونجا از لیست اشخاصی که در این کار مشغول هستن از اونها انتخاب کنین و باشون تماس بگیرین. به شکل خلاصه هرگاه شما قرارداد بانک میشکنین پیش از میادش، شما مجبور مکلف هستین که برای بانک پنالتی یا یک پرداخت کنین که بانک بهره که برای شما وعده کرده بود او رو دیگه از دست میده و تمام مسئولیت قانونی با بانک است. یعنی ما و شما در اصل باید که امو فاین پرینت و یا نوشتای و حساب مکمل و جامعی که در کانترکت بانک می باشه باید بخونیم که اکثر وقتا نه وقت داریم و نه مایل و تمایل به خواندن از او فرما ما داریم. فلذا ما بر شما همتون مختصر میگم 3 ماه پنالتی اینترست یا تفاوت اینترست. این به خاطر داشته باشین 3 ماه پنالتی اینترست یا تفاوت اینترست. این بسیار تفاوت کلان است. اگر اینترست برای بانکی شما ماه 1000 است، اگر شما تخطی کنین یا بشکنین قراردادتون $3000 شما پرداخت میکنین و میرین شما طرف.
Hey, look at you buying a.
اما اگر ریت بسیار پایین آمده باشه که فعلا آمده و تفاوت ریتی که بانک به شما اول داده بود و تا ریتی که فعلا است زیاد باشه 2 یا 3%، چیزی به نام تفاوت ریت حساب میشه که او تقریبا نزدیک 20 25 30 35 حتی 40 50 هزار هم میشه که تفاوتش باشه. متوجه باشین که این اشتباه رو نکنین. بعضی وقتا به خاطر ریفایننس مردم میرن و یعنی 50000 نقص میکنن که $20000 فایده کنن. اینو میخواستم بر شما یاددانی کنم. قدم بعدی یا نقطه بعدی که میخوایم رویش مکس تمرکز کنیم که بسیار نقطه اساسی و محوری و یعنی جان مطلب است که پرداخت مورگیج خوب است که مورگیج خود پرداخت کنیم و خلاص کنیم. همچنان مهم به اندازه مسائل مهم یا مهمتر از اون است که ما چه قسم میتونیم که از نگاه قانونی محفوظ باشیم وقتی که یک مشکل پیش میاد که ما مورگیج نمیتونیم پرداخت کنیم یا به اساس مشکلات صحی یا هم که فردی که اسمش روی مورگیج است خدا ناخواسته رحلت میکنه، فامیل و بازماندگان چه قسم با هی غم و اندوه با هی کسر اقتصادی و بودجه چه قسم اینا یعنی کنار بیان و دست پنجه نرم کنن. یک راه و مجرایی که هست تو انشورنس است که ما ویدیو را نگاه میکنیم و ویدیو برای ما کم روشنایی میپرده که چرا مهم است که ما این نوع انشورنس اخذ کنیم و بگیریم. چون وقتی که ما میریم در وقت امضای اوراق بانکی کسی برای ما نمیگه این مسائل و امضا میکنیم و میریم پشت کار خود، اما وقتی که این مشکل بهش برمیخوریم و وقت یکم از وقت گذشته وقت و دیگه او وقت نمیشه چیزی چاره کرد. ما با شما اطمینان میتونم که این ویدیو رو که شما سیل کنین یک دید فراختر و بهتر در رابطه با بیمه خواهید داشت. So we're going to watch that small clip about mortgage insurance protection, why it's important and how we can avoid being unprotected and exposed to risk. So we're going to come back after that video. Thank you.
Hey, look at you buying a home. That's a big step. A home is one of the most important investments you'll ever make in your lifetime. So, way to go, you. All right, so you've gone through the endless paperwork, signed more documents than you ever knew existed, and finally got the keys. Now you're settling into your new home, and maybe it's occurred to you by now, you're now in about 50 times more debt than you've ever been in before. And hey, that's not a bad thing at all. Experts say mortgage debt is among the best kinds of debt to have, but it is debt all the same. As long as you keep making those mortgage payments on time every month, you should be good to go, right? Here's the thing though, there are certain events that could happen to hamper or eliminate altogether your ability to keep up with those mortgage payments, leading to financial stress, foreclosure, or even bankruptcy. It's a good idea to educate yourself about what your options are to protect yourself from unforeseen circumstances. So let's do that. Larry and Mary here are twins. At 30 years old, each of them buys a $250,000 home on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. Their payments are set at $1,500 per month. Mary decides to protect her mortgage with what is known as a mortgage protection plan. Super creative name, right? She gets a 30-year plan in place to cover her 30-year mortgage at $250,000 of protection. Larry, on the other hand, decides to spend that money on a subscription to the Cookie of the Month Club. Way to go, Larry. As the years pass, both Larry and Mary marry. Not each other, they're twins. That would be super weird. They start families, get promotions, and all that good stuff. One day, Larry chokes on the double pistachio chocolate chip from his Cookie of the Month Club and sadly dies. This is actually doubly sad because the money he was spending on that cookie club could have been funding his mortgage protection plan that he never got. So Larry's wife is now stuck trying to make mortgage payments on her own, which she can't do now that the family's income has been cut in half. She slips into foreclosure and the family loses their home, all because Larry had to have his cookies. Now, if he would have gotten the mortgage protection plan that Mary has, Larry's family would have received the full $250,000 and a tax-free check from their mortgage protection plan. The home would be paid off in full with money left to spare. In addition, if something goes sideways with Mary's health, like a heart attack, stroke, or cancer, her mortgage protection plan can be tapped into while she's still living, giving her crucial money to help pay the mortgage, or any other bills for that matter, while she's sick and out of work. Makes a lot of sense, right? Moral of this story, don't be a greedy, cookie-eating monster like Larry. If you have a mortgage and you're making monthly payments, do the smart thing and protect that investment with a mortgage protection plan. You'll rest easy knowing that your most prized assets are protected. And hey, those cookies were just going to go straight to your hips anyway.
Welcome back, and we just saw the video about the cookie monster versus your mortgage protection. To put things in perspective, it costs really $1 a day or even less to protect that investment. But a lot of time, people don't do that because of misinformation, lack of information, or just people want to keep their monthly payment at a minimum, which is fine. But I want to highlight 2-point differences in terms of mortgage protection insurance. So when you go to your bank and you ask for protection, let's say you borrow $500,000 as a mortgage, the bank will give you a protection up to $500,000. So that means you probably end up paying $70 to $80 to $100, depending on your age, for the insurance to protect your home, your mortgage. That payment is always going to cover that amount, $500,000. And let's say after 1 year or 2 years, your mortgage principal goes down. Still, that insurance is going to cover that balance of the mortgage, not the full mortgage. So when you need the money, the insurance will only pay the balance of that outstanding amount of the mortgage. So that is if you directly purchase it from your financial institution. Now, there are other service providers or insurance providers who can actually offer you a versatile and different form of insurance, which they will always give you that $500,000, not the balance, the remaining balance of the mortgage. And if you shop around, you can get the rate that's much, much cheaper than the one that is offered to you at the bank. So again, key difference. One, that the bank will always give you the balance, the money for the remaining of the balance. Let's say a person gets a mortgage, $500,000, and in 2 years the person passes away. And the balance of the mortgage, for sake of argument, is now at $400,000. The bank will give them, or the insurance company, the bank insurance company will give them $400,000, not the $500,000, but they initially insured the $500,000. So as their principal went down, their premium still stayed the same, didn't change. But when you go and purchase insurance from an actual provider, apart from the bank, they will do a sliding scale, or they will give you the full amount. I'm just giving you a very overview, and we'll be having experts that'll be coming and joining and talking in more detail about insurance as parts and parcel and component of your overall financial planning. دوستای گرامی، ما راجع به مورگیج پروتکشن اینشورنس صحبت می‌کردیم که خودش یک موضوع بسیار کلان و یک تاپیک بسیار عمیق است، اما به شکل کلی و همینطور انفسی و به شکل خلاص براتون میگم که شما دو آپشن دارین یا دو گزینه دارین. گزینه اول، شما وقتی که مورگیج میگیرین، بانک میگین که برای ما مورگیج پروتکشن اینشورنس بده. وقتی که شما مورگیج پروتکشن اینشورنس میتین، این خودش به شما چی میکنه؟ مقدار را که شما از بانک قرض گرفتین او را تضمین میکنه. یعنی نفر 500,000 گرفته، بعد از 1 سال یا 2 سال نفر رحلت میکنه، فوت میکنه، باقی مانده پیسه‌اش که هر قدر که در مورگیج است بالانسش بانک پرداخت میکنه. اینا شما میتونید که همین اینشورنس از یک مرجع دیگه که کمپانی اینشورنس باشه به شکل مستقیم از فرد متخصصش بخرین. اونا چی میکنن؟ همون $500,000 برای شما به طور مثال گارانتی میکنن. اگر فرضاً 1 سال تیر میشه و میگذره، خدا نخواسته نفر فوت میکنه، بانک دوباره برشون $500,000 برشون میده. یک تفاوت بسیار کلان است. و یا پروداکت ها یا جدول های مختلف وجود داره که از اون میتونید شما استفاده کنین. کلا گپ چی است؟ جان گپ چی است؟ جان گپ این است که بسیاری مورگیج ها هموطنا گرفتن، پروتکشن نگرفتن همراهش، که در به خاطر هزینه معاینه‌اش البته 60 یا 50 یا $70 میشه. این بسیار مهم است که ما شما راجع به او فکر کنیم و اگر مورگیج ما این کمربند سیفتی نداره، این ما چی کنیم؟ اقدام کنیم برش و با افراد مجرب و متخصص صحبت کنیم که ما در هفته‌های آینده اشخاص می داشته باشیم که راجع به این موضوع به شکل بهتر و خوبتر و عمیق‌تر صحبت کنن تا شما در امان باشین از ریسکی که میتونین او ریسک شما جلوگیری نمیتونین، منتها میتونین که به او ریسک از او کم کنین و یا کاهش بدین ریسک دانه. We are going to go to a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have more interesting topics that we'll be discussing.
Hello everyone, I encourage you to purchase an apartment with Camille.ca Prodigy Holiday. Your family is safe with your invested capital, enjoying peace on the wonderful beach of Hermação de Pera, Algarve. Health in the magnificent Algarve climate, your tranquility and security is in the quality of our services. We have properties for apartments available at record low prices. For more information, please call Fernando Martins at 416-258-8104 or visit our website at www.camille.ca.
دوستای گرامی خوش آمدید دوباره به برنامه هاوس ادوایزر. هاوس ادوایزر برنامه اجتماعی معلوماتی اقتصادی می باشه که هر روز یک شنبه مستقیم و زنده برای شما نشر میشه و ما خوشحال هستیم که شما را دوباره با خود داریم و شما از این بیشتر خوشحال هستیم که شما برنامه را تعقیب کردین در هفته‌هایی که گذشت و خوشحالتر از او که ما وعده که به شما کرده بودیم وعده خود وفا کردیم و برنامه را به شکل زنده و لایف و با محتوای براتون پیشکش کردیم که محتوایی که پیشکش کردیم انعکاسش از طرف شما مثبت بوده. این برای ما قوت دل میبخشه تا ما برنامه خوبتر و بهتر برای شما نشر کنیم. در برنامه اولیه اگه یاد داشته باشین ما گفته بودیم که معرفی گرفتیم برنامه را، گفتیم که برنامه اجتماعی معلوماتی اقتصادی می باشه که دو بود می داشته باشه، بود فرهنگی و هم بود اقتصادی. ما سر مسائل اقتصادی صحبت کردیم و به شکل یک مرور میخوایم مرور کنیم که ما چی چیزا را در پوشش برنامه خود گرفتیم و یک دورمنظر براتون میخوایم بدیم که در آینده نزدیک دور که میه ما چی را میتونیم تقاضا کنیم یا چی را میتونیم چشم برا باشیم از برنامه هاوس ادوایزرز. اول خود تشکر از تمام شما از توجهتان و از تمام پیام‌های نیکتان. دومی یک مرور مختصر. ما برنامه را به معرفی گرفتیم باعث برنامه معلوماتی و فرهنگی و در خصوص مسائل اقتصادی صحبت کردیم، هم از مسائل ماکرو و مایکرو اکونومیکس که پیشکش کردیم به شما یک دیدگاه پاندمیک که پاندمیک چی پیامد داره برای ما از نگاه اقتصادی و چه قسم ما میتونیم زندگی خود پلان کنیم که با مشکلاتی که این پاندمیک از نگاه اقتصادی بر ما مواجه میکنه عد اکثر امکانات استفاده کنیم تا عد یعنی کمترین صدمه را از نگاه اقتصادی ما ببینیم و چه قسم ما میتونیم پلان کنیم و دورنما چی است. دورنمایی بود که تمام کشورها یک دیدگاه مختلف نسبت به پاندمیک داشتن و ما گفتیم که تا مسائل واکسین و ایگپا اینا نمیخواین که یعنی ریسک بگیرن و اقتصاد به شکل کلی و به شکل وسیع دوباره باز کنن و مردم دوباره برن پشت کار و مشغولیت های خود. این ما همچنان گفتیم که یک نوع نبردی هست، نبرد اقتصادی که سرش نمیخوایم زیاد آشیا بریم، منتها یک تنگنای هست که ما باید از این عبور کنیم و بر اساس امو استدلال ما گفتیم ما باید همراه هاوس ادوایزر باشیم و هاوس ادوایزر با شما باشه. به خاطر چی؟ به خاطر از اینکه در مجتمعی که ما هستیم میتونیم ما بزنس شما را به حد اکثر به شکل بسیار عالی، به شکل بسیار پروفشنال و به شکل مسلکی ارتقا بدیم، اعلانات شما را و بزنس شما را در جریان داشته باشیم و شما جاری باشین و همراه ما همراه و ما همراه شما همراه. کی یک دیدگاه از پاندمیک بود که در این وقت گرچه که مسئله گلوبال یا مسئله جهانی است، منتها ما در منطقه که زندگی میکنیم باید در اونجا تمرکز کنیم که ما چقدر میتونیم اونجا مفید واقع شویم و چقدر میتونیم از امکاناتی که هاوس ادوایزر بر ما آماده کرده استفاده کنیم به شکل مثبت و مثمرش تا ما از این گزنده حوادث اقتصادی تا اندازه در امان باشیم. و ما تاکید کردیم که کلانترین خرج برای یک بزنس خرج سرمایه گذاری روی مسائل اطلاعاتی و آگاهی می باشه که ما به شکل هم آنلاین و هم به شکل تلویزیونی آماده ساختیم و فقط چیزی که شما ضرورت دارین یک سر به www.houseadvisor.ca زده و از امکاناتی که اونجا هست با خبر شوین، استفاده کنین و دیگران رو با خبر بسازین. نقطه دومی که ما داشتیم مسائل روی مارکت ریل استیت صحبت کردیم و همچنین روی مسائل ساختمانی و چالش هایی که در یک ساختمان استفاده میشه و یا قدم هایی که باید گرفته شود تا یک ساختمان اعمار میشه و آباد میشه و تمام مسائل قانونی و مسائل از نگاه شهرداری و از نگاه مالی ما همیشه تقریبا در پوشش یک برنامه به شما تقدیم کردیم. همچنان ما صحبت کردیم راجع به مسائل مورگیج، نوع مورگیج و مسائلی که چه قسم میتونیم مورگیج انتخاب کنیم و چی نوع میتونیم ما به شکل پیش پرداخت مورگیج خود پیش پرداخت بدیم. جدول های زمانی پرداخت مورگیج که ما صحبت کردیم روی ماهانش یا هر دو هفتهش و هر دو هفته سریش که ما در پوشش برنامه داشتیم. اگر شما این برنامه را مس کردین یا در تقسیم اوقات نبوده نگاه کنین، شما میتونید مستقیم از خود یوتیوب GOliveTV رفته و برنامه را تعقیب کنین و قراره که وعده کرده بودیم بود فرنگیش که ما لااقل یک آهنگ نو هر هفته بر شما پیشکش میکنیم که تا حال به فضل مرحمت خداوند و به یاری شما دوستا تانستیم که با شکل خوبش تقریبا براتون پیشکش کنیم. حالا ما از نگاه مسئله تکنیکی و ایش میگذاریم، روی پیامش فوکس میکنیم که پیام هاوس ادوایزرز اون پیام هست که در آهنگایش است و آهنگ زندگی بهترین آهنگ است که ما بر شما پیشکش میکنیم. کی میاره ما را به برنامه امروزی ما که برنامه آخری ما در امسال می باشه که بار ازی ما یک هفته یا 2 هفته در تعطیلات می باشیم و شما را به خداوند کریم و رحیم میسپاریم و در عین زمان که ما میریم برمیگردیم. در میان وقت شما میتونید از طریق www.houseadvisor.ca با ما در تماس باشین، از طریق ایمیل ما sales@houseadvisor.ca در تماس باشین و از طریق شبکه‌های اجتماعی که در تماس بودین از اون شبکات دوباره میتونین تداوم بدین اشتراکتان و ما از او سپاسگزاری میکنیم، خیر مقدم میگیمش. این بود یک دورنمای از یک مرور بر پروگرامایی که ما داشتیم. دورنمای ما چی است؟ دورنمای ما است که مهمانای ما به شکل متواتر تشریف میارن و شاید در یک برنامه زیادتر از یک یا 2 مهمان داشته باشیم و پنل داشته باشیم و در این زمان ما میخوایم خوشوقت هستیم که برای شما پیشکش کنیم مجراهای مختلف دیگه که ما میتونیم همراه شما در تماس باشیم و معلومات به شما برسونیم که یکیش پادکست می باشه. Dear friends, thank you so much for being with us at House Advisors. I was just explaining about the overview and the promise that we had made in House Advisors program and how we have carried down from that promise. And we just wanted to give an overview and summary of what we were presenting for you based on that initial promise that we made. When we started the show, we said it's going to be an informative economic and social program, and we will be having presentations from experts to explain different parts of the economic puzzle. And so far we have done that. We have brought in guests about the real estate market to give an overview about the real estate market. We have also provided an overview of the economics, macro and microeconomics and monetary and fiscal policy that pertaining the pandemic and how these programs have propagated and penetrated every aspect of our lives and how we can stay connected in this day and age and how and why House Advisors is a centrifugal force for your marketing initiatives that is delivering to you great results and also providing a very cost-effective method to sustain your message and the importance of the community that House Advisors brings and provides. And we had guest speakers who were experts in different fields, such as real estate and home development. And we also took topics of mortgage, and we discussed about mortgage payment options, accelerated weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly payments. We also, in this show, we talked about how you can protect your mortgage and also how you can calculate the penalties before you disembark from our mortgage and go to the next. So today we are in a special milestone, if you will, of our program that has been about 5 or 6 programs. We have delivered each program with a song, and that song, I want to talk about them. Although they may not be perfectly in terms of all your acoustic and all the other professional aspects of music production, but nevertheless, we have delivered that. And it's about the message, not about the structure of the message. So I hope you've enjoyed that. And moving forward, this is our outlook for the program. First and foremost, we'd like to invite you to join House Advisors. And for the purpose of humanity being free and having freedom to run your business and provide for your families and be able to construct a really robust platform of marketing, I would like to personally invite you to join houseadvisors.ca. You can do that. And if you want to support us, that's the best way you can support us. www.houseadvisors.ca. That is the best place you can go. And while you're there, start your profile and get 50% off your profile once you start your profile. And use the code word or the promotion code FREEDOM, all capital. Freedom for you being free to propagate your message. And by next year, this time, hopefully, we will be having a great new start, not a reset, a new start with robustness, with energy, and with vigor to propagate your message, and we'll be here to support you. So moving forward, we will be having podcasts that will propagate the message, and also you'll be having concurrent guests coming to the show who are experts that we will be taking on different aspects of financial puzzle. So that is our outlook into the future, providing new programs, new platform, and also expanding on the existing one, and embarking on an opportunity to partner with you in success. So thank you so much for watching House Advisors. And before we go today, I just want to highlight something very important. We are in a holiday season that everybody is actually spending in isolation or some sort of self-arrest, if you will. So I want to encourage everybody to take this opportunity and reach out to all the loved ones, even though you may be apart from each other. And I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year, a prosperous New Year, one that was much, much better than 2020, and a one which is with freedom, with integrity, and with protection of human soul and dignity. So in that message, I'm going to highlight something else. Tonight or tomorrow is the winter, the longest night of the year, and that is basically celebrated differently in every culture. And in the Iranian and Persian and Afghan culture, that is celebrated with Shab-e Yalda. So with that being said, I would like to introduce to you a song that is basically sending the message of love, unity, and prosperity for all humanity, regardless of your creed and regardless of your race, ethnic background. Because at the end of the day, we are all human beings, and together we are better and stronger. Let's stay united, let's stay healthy, focus, and looking forward to seeing you next year, much stronger and much more positive. And all the best to you and your family. God bless.
اگر شبها شبی یلدا، اگر روزها پر از غم بود، قناعت بود و صبری بود، اگر بسیار اگر کم بود، همون شبها همون کابل برایم مثل عالم بود. تو بودی در کناری من، دلیم جمع بود، دلیم جمع بود. وای دانه دانه باران میبارید، سوی باقی بالا میرفتیم، داره و تماشایی مهمان در کنار دریا میرفتیم. کسی در فکر یاریش بود، کسی دنبال کاریش بود، خماری را خماریش بود، شکاری را شکاریش بود. کسی مستانه می میزد، به بامی خانه نی میزد، کسی از بابتی دنیا نمی ترسید نری میزد. اگر شبها شبی یلدا، اگر روزها پر از غم بود، قناعت بود و صبری بود، اگر بسیار اگر کم بود، همون شبها همون کابل برایم مثل عالم بود. تو بودی در کناری من، دلیم جمع بود، دلیم جمع بود. وای دانه دانه باران میبارید، سوی باقی بالا میرفتیم، داره و تماشایی مهتاب در کنار دریا میرفتیم. چشمی خسته خوابی بود، به جامی تشنه آبی بود، به شهری عشق و یاری حریفی با حسابی بود. جدای خواب را دزدید، زلالی آب را دزدید، از آن شبهای مهتابی کسی مهتاب را دزدید. اگر شبها شبی یلدا، اگر روزها پر از غم بود، قناعت بود و صبری بود، اگر بسیار اگر کم بود. همون شبها همون کابل برایم مثل عالم بود. تو بودی در کنار